Dear students, yesterday we discussed about some reactions, the SRN1 mechanism and the factors affecting the rate of aromatic nucleophilic substitution reaction. On the same sequence, today we are going to discuss about more two reactions, the Smiles rearrangement and the next one, Somlet-Hauser rearrangement. The commutative reaction, Stevens rearrangement. So starting from our first reaction, that is Smiles rearrangement reaction. Basically this rearrangement reaction is a group of rearrangements, right, in which this kind of substrate is being used to carry out the complete rearrangement process. This is the benzene ring, aromatic ring, to which these two groups are attached, which are W and W prime, and with this benzene ring we have an attachment of X and Y. Now what kind of group that can be attached on the benzene ring, and what is this X and this Y? When we study deep about the Smiles rearrangement and when we see the mechanism of this reaction and the product formed thereafter, we can see that there is an attachment of this Y with this particular carbon, and X will come here. Means X will be eliminated in the form of X negative and Y will act as the nucleophile. So X will be the group that can bear the negative charge, right? That can easily bear the negative charge. So X in this particular substate, that I have already told you that the Smiles rearrangement is a group of rearrangement reactions that can involve variety of substates. And what kind of substates that can involve, that X can vary, similarly the Y can also vary, as well as W and W prime can also vary according to the situation. So X may be group that contain nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur like SO, SO2, right? So that can be our X. And Y can be that contain hydrogen attached to that one, and most probably the hydrogen should be attached with the electronegative element. For example, here we can have hydroxyl group, NHR group, NH2 group, SH group, CH2R group, like so. These are the kind of groups that can replace the Y. So basically this is a kind of substate in the Smiles rearrangement, which on reaction will undergo a rearrangement, and this rearrangement is called as the Smiles rearrangement. The reagent for this particular rearrangement reaction is a base. We can choose variety of bases depending upon the type of substrate. Now when we talk about this W and W prime, we can see that this is the stabilizing group, means that will have the electron withdrawing capacity, right? So it can be NO2, it can be SO2R. So this group should be the activating group. This group should be electron withdrawing group in its nature. So come to the mechanism of this particular rearrangement reaction. First of all, the base will react with this Y. So Y, here we are having NHMe, this is your Y. So the base first of all will abstract the acidic hydrogen from this Y, and this Y will get converted into Y negative. So here we are having N negative, and when this N negative is here, it will attack on this particular carbon which is bearing the group X, with migration of this particular bond to this carbon to form C negative carbon ion, right? So there will be complete formation of this bond, carbon and nitrogen, and this one. So after this one, aromatization will happen, because here it have lost the aromaticity. Now it will regain the aromatic character, and while it regaining the aromatic character, this particular bond will be broken down, and this will be eliminated in the form of O negative, right? And finally, this O negative will abstract H from EtOH and will get converted into the product. So basically, where the X was attached, now there is an attachment of this particular carbon with the Y, means that is nitrogen, and this particular X negative will abstract the H and will get converted into the product. So this is overall about the SMILES rearrangement. So you can vary this Y, X, and here you have the W and the W prime group, which must be electron withdrawing group for your kind information, right? Now there is a modification of this SMILES rearrangement, and that modification is called as a truce SMILES rearrangement. Basically, this kind of rearrangement reaction we carry out in presence of strong base, and the substrate that is utilized for this particular truce SMILES rearrangement is diaryl sulfones. For example, this is the kind of substrate we generally use for truce SMILES rearrangement, and when the reaction is being carried out under strongly basic condition, for example butyl lithium we generally use for this particular purpose, and when butyl lithium is used, it will react with this particular CS3, because here we are not having the hydroxyl group, we are not having the NH2 group, we are not having the SH group that can easily give the H positive. Here we are having CS3 group, methyl group is here. So this is not very easy to abstract the acidic proton from this particular group. So this particular reaction is a modification of truce this SMILES rearrangement, which is called as a truce SMILES rearrangement. So strong base is generally used for this reaction, and this strong base will abstract the proton from the CS3 and will convert it into CH2 negative, and this particular CH2 negative will attack on this particular carbon which is bearing the S double bond O group is here, and then it will finally get converted into the product. So this is the truce SMILES rearrangement in which we are having CS3 group, and that can be converted into CH2 negative, means carbon ion can be formed from that particular group, right? So this is the modification of SMILES rearrangement reaction. Mechanism I have already told you about the truce SMILES rearrangement mechanism. Now we will come to the next reaction, and this reaction is the Somlat-Hauser rearrangement reaction, which is very important reaction, and the main competitive reaction of this particular Somlat-Hauser rearrangement, that is Stevens rearrangement, and I have already told you about this particular Stevens rearrangement in our chapter rearrangement reactions, right? So what is this particular Somlat-Hauser rearrangement reaction? Basically, this rearrangement reaction is happen in case of benzylic quaternary ammonium salts. So this is the example of the substrate that we can take in case of Somlat-Hauser rearrangement. So under basic condition, means when it is subjected to react with soda amide NaNH2, it will undergo 2,3 sigma-tropic rearrangement reaction and will get converted into this particular product, which is called as a benzylic tertiary amine. Now the important point about this Somlat-Hauser rearrangement is that the conditions that will favor the Somlat-Hauser rearrangement is the polar solvent and low temperature condition. These are the two conditions that will favor the Somlat-Hauser rearrangement reaction. The third important point about this particular rearrangement reaction is that when this is this was a type of benzylic quaternary ammonium salt, and when rearrangement is allowed to occur at the surface, it is getting converted into benzylic tertiary amine. Now it can again be converted into quaternary ammonium salt by methylation process, and again the reaction can allow to happen at the surface, and this reaction will be continued up to all the ortho positions are blocked, at that time reaction can be stopped. For example, after formation of this particular product, this product can further undergo methylation reaction and can get converted into the benzylic quaternary ammonium salt, and when that is allowed to react with soda amide, it will again undergo 2,3 sigmatropic rearrangement reaction and will get converted into another the benzylic tertiary amine, and now the position will be here. So this position will be blocked. Similarly, this position will be blocked and this position will be blocked, as well as this position will also be blocked in that case. So this reaction will continue up to the time when all the ortho positions are being blocked by the group. Now, the mechanism for this reaction, when we talk about the mechanism of this reaction, the mechanism will proceed with the formation of the halide, as the reaction is taking place in presence of base. So we can see that here you are having a benzylic quaternary ammonium salt, and this is the nitrogen attached with this particular carbon, and this particular carbon is bearing 2 hydrogens. So these 2 hydrogens are quite acidic in its nature. So first of all, the base will abstract the acidic proton from this particular carbon and will convert it into CH negative. So here is the negative charge. So here is the formation of negative, and nitrogen is bearing the positive charge. So here is the formation of the halide will takes place. So the first step in the Somlet-Hauser type of rearrangement reaction is the formation of the halide. Then this will reversibly will convert into another type of halide. So this halide will be converted into, now this is the carbon which is bearing the CH3, this is the methyl group, and this methyl group will now convert it into CH2 negative, and proton will be transferred from this particular carbon to this one. So it is getting converted into another halide, right? So after formation of this particular halide, this halide will attack at the ortho position and will undergo the 2,3 sigmatropic rearrangement reaction, and when it will subjected to allow it at this particular position, this bond will shift itself here with the migration of this particular bond between this carbon and nitrogen will shift itself to the nitrogen. So this is forming C double bond CH2, and this is the carbon, means there is a new attachment between this carbon, the carbon which is in blue color, there is a new attachment between this carbon and this carbon, that is the ortho with respect to this particular position, and this is the nitrogen which is bearing 2 methyl group. Finally, when this is here aromaticity is being lost in the duration of this reaction. Now this particular benzene ring will regain the aromaticity with this bond will migrate itself here. With the migration of this particular bond, means between this carbon and this carbon there is a double bond, it will shift itself to the CH2 negative, and this hydrogen will be now attacked this C negative and will get converted into this kind of the product. So this is your Somlet-Hauser rearrangement reaction, which is a case of 2,3 sigmatropic rearrangement reaction, right? So this is the case we were discussing about it. Now, as I have already told you that the main completing reaction, if I am particularly concerned about of the Somlet-Hauser rearrangement, is the Stevens rearrangement reaction, right? So about Stevens rearrangement I have already told you in the chapter rearrangement reaction. Now, as we can also see it when we talk about the evidence of this particular reaction, we can see that this reaction is proceeding in intramolecular way, right? And when it was derived that the reaction is intramolecular in its nature, that was with the help of the crossover experiment, right? When this particular carbon, which is bearing the 2 hydrogens at which the first base is going to attack, when this carbon is isotopically labeled and we take a different substrate in which this particular carbon is not isotopically labeled, and when we allowed to react these two substates under the same reaction condition to the same vessel, at that time we will found that there will be no crossover product formed. It means the reaction is proceeding in intramolecular way and not the intermolecular way. So that's all about the mechanism of the Sombart-Hausser rearrangement, and that's all about the aromatic nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now we will start from tomorrow the second unit, that elimination reaction.